Hi, I'm here with Gabriel Brown from Heavy Reading, and we're talking about carrier Wi-Fi. Gabriel, what's hot in carrier Wi-Fi now?
Well, I think in terms of carrier Wi-Fi, the fact that you've got both mobile and fixed operators investing in the technology and this access method is obviously hot. That's not sort of insightful of itself, but what I think it does do is it's creating, it's starting to focus attention on an area I think is really critical, and that is connectivity management and network selection. So at the moment you have this situation where on the one hand you have the Wi-Fi and IEEE world, on the other hand you have cellular and 3GPP. These are kind of two different systems that they're not really properly integrated and meshed yet. So from a user point of view, very often you might find yourself, you get these things called boundary conditions where you find you're attached to Wi-Fi automatically by your device, but the Wi-Fi connectivity isn't very good. For example, when you're in your garden or the cafeteria here at the office, for example. Similarly, there might be good Wi-Fi available in your location, but you don't have access to it because you'd have to manually input your credentials or whatever. So addressing these boundary conditions and enabling the device to connect to the best access at that time, I think is going to be very important.
How is Passpoint relevant to mobile operators, and why is that important?
So Passpoint is basically a program from the Wi-Fi Alliance that is designed for hotspot equipment providers to have submit their equipment and have it certified as Passpoint compatible. What this will do in the end is allow users to get, if you like, password-free login, so automated login. It will give secure access using 802.1x and WPA2, and it will help with network selection and authorization. So the first phase is going to be very much around automating the authorization component. So this will allow your device to pre-authorize, or the network to pre-authorize your device before it attaches to the Wi-Fi network. So it will check your credentials are back against the mobile operator's core network, the AAA database, and it will only connect you if you're allowed and if you have entitlement to that Wi-Fi. So that's very good because it means you're not connecting to Wi-Fi that needs a login password. You're not getting a poor connection automatically. Then as we go to phase 2, that's going to be, that's not really underway yet, but it's there in the specs. That will address things such, be more policy driven. So Passpoint enabled equipment will be able to advertise or broadcast certain attributes of it. For example, the state of its backhaul and its sort of internet connectivity performance. Again, that's going to be very important in helping the device and the mobile network know, should this device move to this Wi-Fi access? It might be the case that no, because the backhaul's bad, that you don't want to. On the other hand, it will say, here's a really good access point, your device should connect to it. And this is all in the background without the user having to do anything.
Is there any evidence now that Wi-Fi is actually helping to relieve congestion in the RAN for mobile operators?
I think first thing to say on this is that the smartphone industry and the mobile data industry could never have got to the state it is today without Wi-Fi. There's a huge amount of usage. We think, roughly speaking, it's of the order of half of usage, and even more in terms of data capacity is over Wi-Fi today, and if you like, developed markets. So the industry, it's a major enabler for the entire industry, and a lot of users, a lot of internet players, a lot of device makers, they see Wi-Fi as the preferred, most direct form of connectivity to the internet. So it's a huge enabler.
Gabriel, thanks.